Okay, hello guys, I'm back again. And this tree that's bent over, it blew down from the wind. That's a longleaf pine needle tree. And it's probably gonna die because it's just hanging over, and all these needles, there's tons of needles on it. And yeah, you could get up close and see how long these things are. There's a lot of them. But yeah, these needles here are anywhere from 12, maybe 12 inches, and some look like they're 15 inches. I mean, I know you can't see in the camera. I'm just trying to show you. There's tons of them. There's probably about, probably about 20 pounds here on this tree that are just, here's more of the tree here. It goes back behind this other tree. And these things are just drooping, and I'll pick one and show you. Here's one here. Yeah, these are, oh man. Yeah, these are definitely about 14, 15 inches long. And here's some longer ones. Here's some really long ones. But this tree is gonna die, and all these needles eventually are gonna dry up and fall on the ground. That's a lot of trees out here. Here's another one that started falling over. And, yeah, it's probably definitely around 20 pounds of needles. I don't, that's what happens. You get these windstorms and the trees just blow down. They just blow right down. And unfortunately, just lost a tree that produced needles and can no longer produce because it's gonna die. But I'm out here picking pine needles, and I got a few pounds, maybe about 3.5 pounds I got so far. And I noticed this tree here, and so it's a shame, but stuff like that happens. But anyway, I'm trying to get about 5 pounds. Then once I reach my limit of 5 pounds, I'll call it a day, and that'll be it for today because it's gonna rain out. It's cloudy out. We're getting a light drizzle, but it's nothing major. I mean, once it starts raining hard, I can't be out here because what happens with me is I get all wet. The good thing is in the rain, when you pick them in the rain, like a light rain like this, they're easier to spot when they, for some reason, when they're wet, it's easier to spot the long ones, and you could grab them right away when they're wet. But when they're dry, it's harder to spot them. I mean, they're pretty abundant here. They're probably a couple inches thick. They're pretty abundant. A lot of old ones and new ones. The pine cones, yes. Yes, these big giant pine cones there. See the size of the cone? That's a pine cone off of one of these trees. Some of these pine cones, they really get big. I mean, I've seen them where they're 12 inches long. These pine cones here they're not that long, but the pine cones have the seeds in them. See if I find any with seeds. I'd have to find a fresh cone. But the seeds are in these pine cones. And there's none in it. Oh yeah, there's one. Here's one. Let's see if I could pull it out. It's dried up. Oh wait. I'm trying. Okay, well that's dried up. But basically, these seeds, people buy them too, and they sell like or 10 or 15 pine seeds for like $5 or something. Put them in an envelope and they mail them out to the people. And people plant these and they grow trees, of course. So yeah, there's a market for the pine seeds from these pine cones. There's a market for them. I used to do it, but I stopped. But this is really the wrong time of year. But when you get these pine cones and they're fresh, they're loaded with seeds. There's on every one of these little platforms, whatever you want to call them, there is a seed. And there might be, what, 50 in there or something? I'm just guessing. And I used to pick them out, and I used to shake them, just bang them on the ground, they fall out. And I would collect the pine cone seeds, and I'd put them in envelopes and mail them out to people and charge $5 or whatever, and 50 cents mailing. And I always gave them extra. Here's one here that's pretty here's a fresh one. This one's just starting to open up. And or sometimes they open and close. Oh boy, sometimes they open and close, so don't go. But when they open, the seeds come out of them. And there's a lot of them here. Let's see if I find a really big one. That one there is probably 6 inches, 7 inches. There's a bigger ones here. Here's a big one here. Here's one there, good size. I don't see any real big ones. Let's see, I'm looking for a monster one. Okay, here's a good size one. Here's probably around 7 inches. They're all monster ones out here. I mean, I see them. Sometimes they're a foot long. I have seen them a foot long. So here's one here, and it has there's a seed. You can see the seed. It's right there. That's a seed. And it looks kind of like a little, I don't know how to describe it. It looks like a little leaf or something. When you pull it out, at the end of it, there's a seed on it. And they sell for money. Not a lot of money, but a lot of people buy them. I used to get people, I'd buy like 50 at a time or something. I give them a discount. I mail them out a larger envelope, you know, cost $1 or $2 to mail them, whatever. But that's another thing. Here's a green one that fell out of a tree. And just to give you an idea how big that is, there's my foot. There's the needle. See it? It's way longer than my foot. Well, it's just showing you how long they are. Okay, it's really starting to come down now. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. All right. Over and out. Bye.